One night, while I was scrolling through different forums out of boredom, I stumbled across a thread that whispered about a section of the dark web where people could buy anything, no matter how strange, illegal, or impossible it seemed, and with curiosity gnawing at me, I decided to dive in, telling myself it was just for fun and exploration. But as the hours passed, I found myself going deeper and deeper through strange markets, creepy chat rooms, encrypted auction sites, and then there it was, a listing that caught my eye, something that seemed so ordinary yet sinister because of where it was being sold. A brand new smartphone, glossy, modern, with a description that simply read, "It will change your life, guaranteed." And though the price was absurdly low for such a phone, I clicked buy, filling in a Bitcoin address I had set up earlier and feeling an adrenaline rush as I hit confirm, my mind racing with questions about whether it would ever arrive, whether the seller would vanish, or whether I had just been scammed. But 2 weeks later, a plain cardboard box arrived at my door without any sender details. No brand, just my name written in scratchy handwriting, and inside lay the phone. Perfect, sleek, still sealed as if it had come from a store. Yet something about it felt wrong, as if the air around it grew heavier when I held it, but I brushed off the feeling and switched it on, and immediately the screen lit up with no setup process. No welcome screen, just a single home screen filled with strange apps I didn't recognize, ones with symbols instead of names, like a bleeding eye, a lock with teeth, a faceless silhouette, and as I tapped on them out of curiosity, they didn't behave like normal apps. Instead, one opened a live feed from my own room, showing me standing there holding the phone. Another displayed a list of people's names and home addresses with red and green lights blinking next to them, and the third one, the most disturbing, began typing on its own as if someone was controlling it from the other side, writing, "Welcome, we've been waiting for you." And my heart dropped. I wanted to turn the phone off, but the power button did nothing. Even removing the battery didn't kill the screen. It kept glowing with that message. Then suddenly a notification appeared, "Delivery confirmed," followed by my full name, my address, and the words, "Next shipment in progress." And I swear I heard a knock at the door at that exact moment. So soft I thought I imagined it, but when I checked, no one was there, only a black envelope on the ground with a USB stick inside, and when I plugged it into my laptop it auto-ran a program that displayed dozens of folders. Videos, audio, documents, and inside them were recordings of me, everything I had done in the past 2 weeks, private conversations, my movements, even moments where I thought I was alone in my room. And the realization hit me like ice water that the phone hadn't just arrived. Randomly, they had been watching me long before, choosing me for whatever sick game this was, and as I tried to shut everything down, my Wi-Fi router blinked erratically, my laptop froze, the phone rang with a number that read 00000000000, and against every instinct I answered, hearing nothing but breathing at first, then a voice whispering, "Now you belong to us," followed by distant laughter that echoed as though dozens of people were listening on the other end. And ever since that day, strange packages keep arriving at my house, each darker than the last, containing things I never ordered, things I cannot even describe without feeling sick, and I know I made the mistake the moment I clicked buy. But it was too late because the dark web doesn't give gifts, it gives traps, and once you step in you're marked forever. And if you think this is just a story, I wish it was, because every time my phone buzzes I jump, fearing it's them again. So remember this. Stay away from the dark web. Don't buy what you don't understand, because curiosity can cost you your freedom, your sanity, and maybe even your soul. If you value your life, learn from my mistake, and if this story gave you chills, then do me one favor. Subscribe and like so that you remember to never fall into the same trap, because sometimes stories are not just stories, sometimes they are warnings.